Hello. I guess I should be on this one, but hello. Welcome. Sorry I'm a bit later than usual, but nobody asked where I was, so I guess I wasn't that late. Or you guys finally learned. That's a little loud. YouTube was glitching out a little bit there. But hello. Joshua. I am here. I'm wearing a long sleeve because it's finally cold outside, but I think this room might be a little bit warm still for a long sleeve. It's supposed to be raining right now, but I haven't seen anything drop yet. It is very cloudy though. I'm just excited for fall weather. I'm tired of the heat, tired of the sun. But we've got a couple of Game Boy Colors to mod today. I also have to reattach the speaker. But I tested all this stuff yesterday. It should be fairly quick for the stream. But yeah, we'll just get to it. Josh doesn't want to say anything in here, so that'll be a quick roll call. But just like usual, if you want me to say your name out loud, if you want me to say hello to you, say something in chat right now. But I'll go over the poll real quick. Most of you, which I kind of figured most people would say no, they don't have a server at home. But I recently built a server, so that's why I was asking. Plus, I couldn't really think of anything else to say in the poll today. So I got like a really cheap like workstation PC. It's one of those like Dell Optiplexes, I think. It's like very small though. It's almost a little too small. I do wish I would have gotten a bigger one, but I wanted something compact to so I could like tuck it away with my router, which is in the closet. But it works for now. All I'm doing with it right now is hosting a Jellyfin server for myself, and I've been backing up a bunch of my DVDs. I have a Blu-ray drive that's on the way, but I probably won't do anything 4K though, because since it's such a small PC, I don't really have like room for a ton of drives. There's no backups or anything. I'm just risking it. But just a little bit of Jellyfin. Right now I've got Parks and Rec backed up. I'm working on Friends, but man, takes a long time to back up TV shows. The movies go like that. I had backed up all the DVD movies I've got right now. I mostly have Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray movies, but yeah, it's a whole ordeal. But it's been interesting. It's been kind of fun. I thought about doing a Minecraft server, but like most of it is just like I mostly play Minecraft on console, so it would be pointless for me. And I honestly don't play Minecraft that much anymore. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get different rubber pads here. These ones are the good ones. I know I've talked about this before, but I'll bring it up once more. That there is a difference in quality in rubber pads, and I don't exactly know why these ones do worse than these ones, but I'll zoom in here. So it's a little shaky, but as you can see, in the 2 pill shapes, there's a little divot. It's almost like a really long, stretched out 8. That's the good one. I've had troubles with the ones that don't have the divot, that are just a straight pill all the way across. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. And so whenever I get these, I just throw them out. And like, I think the rest of them are fine. Like the other pads that come with the set are fine, but it's just the start and select. You have to like really press them down. I don't think they're as tall either, but let me go get another thing. And again, if you want me to say hello to you, say something in chat right now. There's gonna be an ad that runs in the next 10 seconds for some of you. I'm sorry. Yep, this is the good one. All right, we'll just throw all that off to the side. They're like half and half, Joshua. It's fine. I'm not complaining. It's something I figured out after nearly pulling my hair out more than a few times, like a couple years ago. I can't remember which. There's like a specific seller on AliExpress that sells them, and I don't know why, because you'd think they would just recreate the exact mold of the original membranes. I don't know. Well, I would pull my hair out because I'd get customers saying start and select don't work, or they suck, or something like that. And then I'd get it back, and then I'd be like, why do these suck? And then I'd change the pads, and I'm like, these pads work fine. And then I like looked really closely, saw the little divot. I'm like, I guess that's the difference. I don't know. I like original hardware. The analog pocket is nice. It's very convenient. And if I'm going on vacation and I'm playing a Game Boy game, I'm probably gonna bring the analog pocket because it has better battery life, and it's just a more convenient package. But if I'm at home playing through a Game Boy game, playing a little Tetris, whatever, I'm gonna pick up a Game Boy Color or any of the original Game Boy models every time. My analog pocket is pretty much strictly for travel. And I've been on a little bit of a Game Boy game hiatus lately. So I want to get into Wario Land, but Wario Land 4 is fun. Wario Land 1 is like almost too difficult for me. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go to like 2 or 3 or just finish 4. I don't know. I'm also like in a space where I'm like, I've been playing so much handheld games lately. I want to have a console experience. So I actually started Metroid Other M the other day, but we'll talk about that more in a second. Let's say hello to everybody. We got Joshua, Fleetwood Polywhirl, my dad, Hot Rod 9296, and that's everybody. Oh, my mom and Opal. Hello. Hi, Opal and Millie, my nieces. Let's see. You have 2 servers at home, Josh? I was gonna make my server a Plex server, but then I heard bad things about it, so I just did Jellyfin. I'm not using any of the RAID setups. I just using them as basic drives. I can't lose anything. It's actually, it came with like a 2.5 inch SSD, the Optiplex that I got, and it's like 256 gigs or something like that. That's the boot drive, and then I have my old original boot drive for this thing. That's a 500 gig drive that's holding all the backups right now. And then I have a DAS actually that I've been trying to get set up as just the same thing, a huge drive, but it keeps getting stuck on my computer when it's like initializing the drive. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but yeah. Eventually, I'd like to make like a real, just like turn a big PC case into something that has like a bunch of drive bays, and then actually have real backups. But either that or get a server company to send me one for free for a video. I would do that. But anyways, let's keep reading chat and then we'll get started here. Plex and photo backups and game backups. Just hosting game servers. Gotcha. I once got a GBA mod returned to me in an analog pocket shipping box. That's funny. Your favorite's Wario Land 3? Okay. I haven't really heard much about Wario Land as a series other than Wario Land 4. But you'd think that the rest of them have to be good if there's 4 of them. Well, there's really more than that. Is Shake It a Wario Land game? And then there's Wario World on the GameCube that seems very interesting. And there's the Virtual Boy Wario game that I've played a bit of that too, and that's fun. Not gonna be using the basic buttons. Is this actually one of the see-through ones? Yes, it is. Cool. Yeah, the game server one is fairly small. I just didn't want to open access to the other server. Yeah, I knew about Plex, and that's like why I was gonna go with it, but all the tutorials that I saw online for like setting up the server, shout out to Hardware Haven, their videos helped me a lot. But that's they went with Jellyfin in their tutorials. So I was like, all right. And like I think I looked up like the big differences, and apparently there's like ads on Plex now. Not gonna need the Kapton tape. The rest of it I will though. Yeah, so far it's just for my DVD backups. A lot of the stuff, like, I know that I'll probably always have access to Disney Plus. So I'm not like worried about backing up my Marvel movies and all that stuff. And plus, I don't really want to spend like a bunch of money on huge drives for all that stuff. If I'm gonna do that, I'd rather have like my my computer files, like my video files backed up on the server, which it was initially a goal, but I don't know, because it would be nice. I think if there were more Ethernet jacks in the walls in this apartment, I would probably put my video files on the server, and that would be the priority. That way I could edit from my computer from any of my computers because I like to edit off my MacBook, but I can't. All my B-roll is on this machine, and so whenever I go to add B-roll at the end, I have to edit on here. I can't edit on my MacBook unless I copy a bunch of it over, and it's not as fun. Anyways, yeah, eventually I'll probably have a bunch of video files on my server and edit it that way. But right now I'm pulling everything off of Wi-Fi. That's how I transfer all of the shows and movies that I back up, is dragging it over Wi-Fi, which is fairly fast. Faster than I expected. Yeah. I'll actually get started before I keep talking about it. Any channels you guys recommend for learning how to make mods like this? Well, if you're talking about, like Josh said, if you're talking about like making these mods, like making this, then not here. And I don't know really where the good place would be for that. But if you're wanting to learn how to put this together, you're already in the right place. Hello, Flash? I'm assuming that's Flash. I struggle to do the letter and number combinations for names. I mean, if you want to learn how to do this, just keep watching. Yes, that was a try your name. It's not an English word, then I will probably give up there. The extreme green, yeah. It's meant to be bright. It's extreme. Put these off to the side for now. I don't really need them quite yet. Do that, and we'll stick this on here. I know it says on here to attach it to the back of the screen, but with all of this stuff going on, it's gonna stick easier to this, especially if you have these cart slot pins trimmed like I do. Which I recommend you do that. And to reattach the speaker, I'm going to do it the lazy way. Well, actually, let's see. We'll see how hard it is to remove the remaining wire that's in there. There we go. Get a little bit of flux down. Sometimes I can just grab the let's not melt the wire. Sometimes I can just grab the remaining wire in there And it looks like it did. Just part of it. Yep, it wasn't all of it. I was looking for this thing. And then we got this. Removing the rest of the solder with the Goot wick. I think there's some extra wire in there still. Sometimes if there's still like solder in a hole that you want to get rid of, I just take my tweezer and put one end through it while I've got it heated up. And then it makes a pretty good circle. Yep, there's a little bit of wire sticking out there. It's a little out of focus, but I should be able to grab it this time and remove it. Now we can stick this end through here. I'm gonna have to twist it a little bit. Okay. And beautiful. And while we've got all of this stuff out, we can go ahead and grab these wires. We'll zoom out here. Don't think it's that crucial that we have it zoomed in for this part. Just gonna solder one end of this wire to bat on both of them. And then I know nothing's put in for batteries or anything like that, but I'm just going to preemptively fold these over so we can get the soldering out of the way. A little flux on C on the power switch. Oh my gosh, come on now. There we go. Should be done soldering for the day. I'll unfurl these for a second. We can put our buttons and membranes in. I guess I'll put that in at the end. Okay. And do these buttons. Did anybody watch The Paper on Peacock? I don't think I have the camera equipment listed. If I do have a list, it'll be in the description. I know I have tools and stuff for soldering. I have a long list, 3 long lists on my website. Those are also linked in the description for like my tools, the mods I like, and something else. But I don't think I have my camera equipment listed. This camera is the Canon R5, very expensive camera, but it's a very good camera. This one is my old really good camera. It's the EOS R. It's a bit cheaper, but it's still a $1,000 camera. At least it was when I bought it. And then occasionally I just use like my old iPhone 13 Pro for a third angle, or I'll use my current iPhone for another angle. And then this is the classic SM7B, and I just have some cheap thing to put the mic into because it's not a USB mic, the XLR mic. Yeah, I don't really have much. I have all of my other camera stuff is like the, how do you say it? Newer, the cheap camera company, which they make great stuff. It's just cheaper, more affordable prices. I've got 2 of these lights, and it's enough with the nice big window behind me. And I have a fairly cheap C-stand that holds the top-down camera up. And then everything else is just like, oh, I got the cheapest plug-in battery solution for the camera, so I don't have to constantly replace the batteries anymore. But still sometimes, because the power goes through the battery connector, it sometimes will think it dies. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, they are very nice cameras. I haven't gone up to film camera budget yet, but eventually I will. Okay, let's continue on with this. I feel like maybe, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I was gonna say this looks just a little too weak, so we'll do the same thing we just did again. I mean, it's a quick stream anyways. We're only 30 minutes in. Haven't had any issues with stream again, right? I know it's like the 3rd stream since I figured stuff out, but just want to make sure. Get a little more flux on this thing. Thank you, Joshua. And my soldering iron is a piece of crap, and you shouldn't buy it. I like this the soldering iron because it's small and I can put the cord away and put this away very easily. But I really, really wish I just had a soldering station, something that had a hot air gun and a soldering iron all in one little thing, with like a really nice soldering iron holder that isn't just this. But I also don't really have the setup for that because I need the camera angle. just gonna push the wires through the hole, I guess. I'm gonna flip it over. And then my soldering iron disconnected again. And there's no flux on this side. But it worked. Okay. There's that. You need to strip the wire. There we go. Now we should be done. Just gotta put it all together. I don't even have my screwdriver out. There's the last screw there. Cool. No lag. I have both, and before I got my standalone soldering iron, I always had to get out everything, even if it was just a quick job. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I want one if I could leave it out, but I guess with the bigger desk, like, oops, you can't even see. I have canned air right there. Let's see. Yeah, I could have it off camera, but also I'm not even perfectly centered. Well, I feel like I'm pretty centered here, but then when I do this, I don't feel centered in the little camera, and I don't feel centered over here. But yeah, if I could easily have it set up and just sitting there in that corner all the time, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if it'd be good for my setup. Plus, I don't know if I'd want a power cable hanging down there all the time, but it would be nice. But I also feel like it might be annoying not having the soldering station like directly in front of me, and it can't live right here. So even if it was something where I just slid it over, the camera angle, it would mess it up. So like, it's already annoying when I have to get out the microscope, which I do like that I have it on an arm now, because I don't use it that often. and it's just so much easier to move around. It is a little shakier though. I wish it was a better arm. What the? I love when the screws stick to my fingers and not the magnetic screwdriver. You changed your profile picture, Dolly. But hello. How did I not screw that down all the way? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? It's still not screwed down all the way. Making sure it's not too stiff. Are these screwed down all the way? This right, or the left side is not. Okay. I think that might. Nope, that's good. All right. If I made a pink Game Boy Advance SP, you'd buy it? Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do a pink one again, just because, no offense, I've had a lot of people say something like that, like, oh, if you did this, I'll buy it, and then they never do. And pink is not one of those things that sells well at all on my website. So I don't know if I want to make one. Plus, do they even make pink SP shells other than the peach one that I had that did finally sell, thankfully? That took a while as well. I've had a pink Game Boy Pocket for years. You want a Pocket? I love my Weller soldering station, but I have a huge desk area. Yeah. If I wasn't doing camera stuff, I would have a big old beefy soldering station with everything. But really comes down to the video stuff. You're literally describing Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. I quit asking. I mean, I still ask like in videos every now and then, like for the viewer's opinion, mostly as a way to try and get people to comment. But I stopped. This is gonna sound horrible, but I stopped listening to my viewers a lot because people just. Like, if I do a video that someone suggests, it doesn't do well. Like, if even if a bunch of people are like, yeah, this would be awesome, it just doesn't. It doesn't perform. So I just kind of stick to doing what I want to do, what I like, and what the stats tell me. That's how I do my videos and make my mods. Gotten a lot of people asking about Game Gear. Never done a Game Gear. I do wish that there were more options for Game Gear shells and stuff. And eventually I'll probably do one. But I know, even though I've gotten a lot of people asking about it over the years, it just will not perform whenever I do make that video. Okay. Yep, got all of them. I don't think this these batteries are charged. I need to learn how to 3D model, and I think because I have a bunch of videos recorded. I have the next, after this week, I'll have the next couple of main channel videos actually recorded. So it's gonna be mostly just editing for me for like this week and next week. And I think if I can grind out editing fast enough, I will have a lot of time to learn how to 3D model very soon. And I have so many ideas written down for things that I want to build, but I have to like physically build them myself. Like I have to do everything. I can't just take some project off of a GitHub and make a video on it. Like I'd be the one doing everything. But I want to learn to 3D model, and then I want to learn to make PCBs, and after that I'll be unstoppable. It's just a thing of time. And now that we've just completed these, I am caught up on Game Boy Color builds, and I'm caught up on everything for the website, except I need to I need to get my Game Boy Advances in, because I've got 3 Game Boy Advances for sale. Oh, I have a pink Game Boy Advance. It's just not an SP. If you want that one. Nope, I don't do rechargeable mods. I don't like shipping LiPo batteries. I don't like dealing with LiPo batteries. So unless it's a project for me, or unfortunately the SP, I don't have a choice. I don't deal with it. Plus, many of them are drop-in nowadays, so you can buy one yourself if you wanted to buy one of these, and it's literally drop-in, plug and play. You're good to go. I just don't want to have to deal with shipping it, and I don't want to have to deal with the potential liability of a LiPo battery being a LiPo battery. Here are my Lada batteries. I finally got some new ones from IKEA. The marked ones are my old ones. But we'll just grab 2 for now. Actually, probably I'm going to throw away these Energizer ones, because now that I've replenished my batteries, these are like really old. Probably put a game in it, might be a little helpful. There we go. Start, select. Oh yeah, you can't see A and B, but they work. Left, down, up. Yep. Working beautifully. And then we can change the brightness on it. We can swipe up, change the logo color, which I'm actually gonna have to lift it a little bit for that. I already have nice pictures of these, so I don't really want to lift the peel, but that's what it looks like. I'll save the peel for the person who buys it. RetroRemaster.com, which I'll put that up now. Ah, man. Well, I didn't hit send on my Instagram story till just now. Sorry, folks. Yeah, we still got 28 people in here, so... And the red Game Boy Color is active. I'll put the sticker on it in just a second, and I will preemptively put up the extreme green one. So I have a feeling, since I tested it yesterday, it's gonna work out just fine. He says as he jinxes it. Thank you, Joshua, for the link in the description. Start, select, right, left, B, down, A, up, cool. Everything's good there, and we can press and hold. Change the brightness. We can swipe, swipe. And I have no idea which color is the green one, so we'll do the same thing. I think that 3 is just the best green we're gonna get, and on camera it looks phenomenal, so we'll just keep it like that. And that is that. These are both done, and they're both available. RetroRemaster.com. And we can put the stickers on them. There's one. And there's 2. Beautiful. That's it. Oh, you linked directly to him. Nice. I usually just have the link to the Game Boy Color page in general, so they can peruse them all. But I appreciate the direct link. But yeah, these are done. Extreme green is a popular color, so I'd grab it while you can. And I mean, clear red across all of the models does pretty well too. It's almost like I picked these colors for a reason today. Yeah, the battery holder's nice. I got that from IKEA as well. I didn't realize that they had it. Where all my old batteries were, they those spots charge them. So you can charge 8 batteries, or is it 8 or? Yeah, 8 batteries at once. I thought it was 16 for a second. That'd be huge. It holds 16 though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 12 and 8. It holds 20 batteries. This is just storage. This charges it, and it's standard plug, and you can wall mount it. I probably won't wall mount it because it's a lot nicer to just be able to move it around wherever, but it's also one of those that you can slide on and off the wall. It's kind of heavy though, so you will actually need like screws to put those in, and probably a stud. And this doesn't even have full batteries in it. It's that hefty. It's also nice because it tells you exactly how far apart they need to be. And it's etched in there. It's not even like silk screened. Scuba, did you happen to see the Instagram story, or are you just late otherwise? Because I'm just curious how many people actually come in from Instagram stories. And the fact that I posted it late might be the reason why you're late. Extreme green will look amazing with OEM buttons and D-pad. Yeah, I like the uniform look though. I've been doing a lot. Maybe the next one I'll try the OEM look. But lately, like if it's a classic color, like I just built a classic grape one last night, and or I guess yesterday morning, and I'll do the basic OEM button look with those, and I like that. But it's got an OLED screen. Ah, okay. I mean, either way, you're good. I do love how people come in and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm late." It's like I'm here for you, man. No need to apologize to me. It's the lithosphar. I probably butchered that. It's the... Does it say it on here? It does. Maybe the lithosphere? The lithosphere? Nothing wrong with the uniform look. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Thank you. Thank you, K1. Okay. Let me look through. See if there's any chats I missed. A nice guy. Are you new to the Game Boy modding scene? It seems like you are, which is fine. I don't gatekeep. Got any ideas on how to reuse/upcycle the old shells after modding? I send my old shells to a guy I know. And he will part them and sell them. I mean, you could make art with them, like this thing. You could make art like that with them, but it seems like a lot of work. And plus, like motherboards stuff. But I mean, you could do one without motherboards. I've got this one that doesn't have a motherboard in it. I've got this one that, well, it does have half a motherboard in it for the buttons, but I don't think the Peak one does. No, I think it's just empty. But other than that, I don't really have an idea for it. Yeah, sometimes I throw them away, and I know people are gonna be upset with that, but it is what it is. There's millions of them out there, and the aftermarket stuff is gonna be better if it's as beat up as they are when I toss them. So, your Swedish needs some Polish. I don't even know what kind of white I am. I'm like a 3rd or 4th generation American. So, my sister did the test. I think we're from Germany and all sorts of other places. I didn't do the what is the testing, like the ancestry thing. I think she did 23andMe, but I didn't do it because, I mean, we're from the same parents. We should have the exact same results, right? Just bought the green one? Billy Bob? Yeah, you did. Thank you very much. Dude, you've been buying a lot from me lately. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have you even gotten the first one you bought? That's what, your fourth one lately? I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. I have a translucent red GBC that I shall swap myself. I use an extreme rate translucent shell. I can't talk today. I'm looking to mod my GBC, just trying to check out what to put in to make an ultimate build. As long as you're not playing the same game over and over and over and over and over and over again, I would go with. And honestly, no, I'm done with putting the preface out for OLED stuff. You're not gonna get burn-in with this thing. Unless you like legitimately only play Tetris, you're not gonna get burn-in. And it would take a long time even at that. But I think the OLED's the best one. Just straight up. And there's nothing wrong with the funny playing laminated kit that's very, very similar. But it's the best one. I mean, really, the ultimate Game Boy Color would probably be the Game Boy Pocket Color, or the DMG one. Probably the DMG Color. I love that one. I really wish that mine had not clicky buttons, but yeah, that is a beefy boy, and I love it. I don't recommend audio mods, and I really don't recommend putting rechargeable battery mods in Game Boys that didn't originally have rechargeable batteries. But I know that's not what you're looking for. Sometimes I think the ultimate Game Boy Color is just a Game Boy Advance, because then you can play more. Yeah, where is the OLED GBA? There's got to be an OLED panel out there somewhere that they could do it with. There's also I did reach out to High Speed Edo. I just like hit up their customer support. I'm like, hey, you should make a DMG and Game Boy Pocket version of this kit, and they're like, we'll see. I'm like, why not? It wouldn't be that hard. You have kits, you have other IPS kits for those models, and you have the right panel that will work in those. Just do it. Send it. I don't know. Me and Natalie talked about doing Poco Plus a while ago. Like she talked about giving me one, but I don't know, I guess she just forgot, or maybe I'm misremembering how that conversation went. But I want to buy one when she puts her store back up. So I might buy a few, because I have quite a few Game Boy Color boards that have CPU and RAM that are ripe for the taking. So, yeah. How good is my German then? 9. I don't know anything. I have a German friend, Lauren, Lugan. But no, I don't know any German. My dad knows a little bit, because I think he took German in high school. Okay. Okay, so you can put your money where your mouth is. Okay, I'll research a pink SP then. I told her no earlier, but now that I know who it is, I will hunt down a pink SP shell for you. But if you don't buy it, I'm gonna be upset. So it's gonna take me forever to sell it. All right, I keep reading chat. The stream's been over for like 15 minutes. Let's see. Great Bill's been playing Batman Begins on GBA. Makes me want to pull my hair out. SP for life. No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, she's just on a little break. She said something about this weekend that she was thinking about opening it back up, but soon. I'm being patient. I got other stuff to do in the meantime. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean up here. Thank you, Banana Pea Hole. On that note, that's gonna be the end of the stream here. We just hit the hour mark. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Billy Bob for buying the Extreme Green GBC. Let me know if there's anything else I can build for you that's other than the pink SP. If you want this, it should be available still, unless he bought this one too. But yeah, I think that's it. There are 3 new SPs in the SP section if you want to check those out. And maybe eventually I'll get my GBA boards from the person I bought it from. But we'll see. The new tariff stuff, the new tariff stuff is really slowing down shipping speeds. So that's it for me. I have a second channel video about trying to fix an N64 that's up tomorrow. I don't know what the short is for Wednesday, but shorts are going to be regular again. Slowed down a little bit there because I was getting lazy. And I have like 3 options for the next main channel video, and I don't know which one I'm going to do first. I think I know which one I'd like it to be, but I might not get that done in time. But anyways, there will be hopefully a members only video. That's the early video on the main channel on Friday. If not, definitely Monday. And then from then on, it will be back to actually being uploaded on Fridays like it used to be, I promise. But anyways, that's it from me. I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. That was a good snap.